among most of my classmates, most of my peers, what happened was like quite a lot of them were stressed with the online classes because they preferred like live classes that was teachers teaching them face to face. But like I as a student, I mean, I wasn't like, I didn't really prefer online class or live class. It was more like adapting to the situation. But adapting did take a bit of time. I did have to like get out of my bed. I did have to like remind myself that even though online classes feel like they're optional, they're not actually optional, but instead they're compulsory and just as important as regular classes. So like the first thing that I felt like was a change was that we had to cope with the fact that we're not going to physically interact with our teachers, because interaction, as we human beings are social beings. And like when it comes down to interaction, even physical interaction or just talking to the person, seeing the person face to face can make a huge difference. But like here, what happens is like we're all in front of the screen. We're just looking at each other. I see you on a screen, you see me on a screen. But then like we don't really know how we look. We only know how we look through a camera, but we don't really see how we see each other face to face. And like I feel like personally, even teachers find a huge problem with that, because most students really refuse to turn on their cameras and stuff. And it's like my class teachers just keep telling us about how it feels like she's just talking to a wall, where like she goes through the recordings of the previous day and she just sees herself talking to like a blank initial or like a blank letter or something. And like personally, I mean, hearing that, it does feel a little sad. But then at the same time, what I felt like online classes gave me, as like especially a board exam student, I felt like online classes let me relax. Like it just took off all the burden and all the stress. Because as a 12th grade student, I have to go through university applications. I have to start preparing letters of recommendation, personal essays that other schools might require me to send. So now it's like I have more time to myself, as well as more time to study, as well as more time to like participate in like webinars that are being conducted by universities and so and so. Because like personally for me, my school is like around 1.5 hours far away from my house. So like going there by bus in the morning and then coming back, that's like 3 hours wasted. So I felt like those 3 hours were actually put into good use during this time, as well as the pent up stress about, oh my God, where am I going to go for university? What am I going to do? It's all like come down a little, and I just feel a little lighter now. But it does come down to the fact that I should take my online classes seriously and not consider them as optional things, because they don't feel as serious as they used to.
Thank you so much, Ashlyn, for that very candid opinion. And I think that was a very well-balanced opinion as well, right? So highlighting the positives as well as the negative. So welcome, Advait. You know, I introduced you to our audience joining us today. So I'd like to shoot out and hear from you as well on our first question, that do you see a drastic shift in the lives of students post the onset of the pandemic? If you can share things from your experience, the kind of evolution cycle that you went through in the past 7 months, I think that'll be fantastic. Over to you, Advait.
First of all, regarding the classes specifically, I do think students are now paying less attention to what the teachers are saying, less attention to the assignments. And even if they get the assignments, they don't need to actually use their brain. They've got their textbook right next to them. They can either open up a website. This is also a problem that happened in our school during the exam. Everyone was just sitting with a website open. Even though the teachers told to turn their videos on, students would turn their videos off and write the papers. And then the teachers couldn't really do anything. So that's a problem. In my class, what I'm seeing is teachers are finding it really hard to get students to even attend. We at best will have half of the attendance usually show up. English classes are empty. Chemistry classes, sometimes people show up, except when teachers are talking about maybe something important that's going to come on the exam. That's the day everyone shows up. So I do think that is an issue. And another problem is that the parents are also not forcing, I would say, their children to attend these classes. And even if they attend these classes, they turn their video off, switch to YouTube, switch to Instagram. That is a big issue. Regarding social life, since everything is now online, I do think it is. It's definitely not better now that everything has gone online. We could meet people, we could roam around, we could play on grounds. Now we can't do any of that. We can't go to restaurants to eat together. We can't go to the McDonald's around the corner. And personally, the only thing drastic that online classes have done to me have increased the power of my eyes. That is a big issue, but for me, it wasn't a big deal. And I'm pretty sure every student was like, this is going to be the time of our lives. I'm going to be able to study so well at home. I don't have to go to school. And now after 6 months of the lockdown, they're all like, just get it over with. We'll go to school. Just end this. So yeah, that's my opinion of what's happened. Yeah, when lockdown started, within a few weeks, our official school group, our official school website was flooded with webinars, flooded with counseling sessions. How your child will progress, what is the state of the world after the lockdowns, how will colleges and universities function during COVID. So obviously that all just came in. And then one of the mindsets I think that a lot of people have adopted are schools are now not going to look at your grades. They're not going to look at your extracurriculars. They're going to look at what all you have done during the lockdown, what all competitions you have taken part in, what all courses you have done, what have you contributed to society. And I think because of that, a lot of parents are now actively wanting more of these webinars, more of these counseling sessions to come into their child's lives. That is one of the ways I came across 404. My mom got it and she asked me to enroll. So I think that obviously now I'm tired of all these webinars just showing up. My Gmail is flooded with webinars. I'm not interested. I gave my contact to one of the MUNs. Now every MUN contacts me. I'm not interested in this anymore. And obviously, one of the ways I think that to make this better is physical contact. But I don't think that's going to happen either way. Like parents are not going to allow their children to gather in groups. Like schools are shut. Schools are not opening up again. Even the teachers are saying that I think this whole academic year is going to be online, and the final exams are going to be in person. I think that's the only thing that's going to happen.
Right. So that's Advait's opinion. What do you think, Ashlyn?
Personally, I'm just waiting for the teachers to finish up the portions because I just want to start studying, just get over with 12th because it's just so scary. Boards are like just coming and like we're just a little too chill with the whole aspect of boards being there and all that. I mean, honestly, it's like people say the seriousness of boards haven't hit them yet. But then like it's more like seriousness of boards have actually hit us long back. We're still too lazy to just get up and just go study or something. So like either way, I feel like portions finishing off would sort of be like encouraging me to study. I hope it really does. But then at the same time, like you mentioned, like there's been a lot of webinars, there's been a lot of university things. I mean, honestly, I'm sort of like with all these things flooding into my mail, I'm sort of losing priority of the ones that I'm supposed to be looking at. Like yesterday in the evening, I just picked up like my Gmail because I can't keep checking my Gmail like every 10 minutes, every 10 seconds, every 1 hour. I can't. I just check it like every 4 hours, 5 hours or something. Like I checked the mail and then like I just realized I missed one of the most important webinars I was supposed to attend. And then I was just like, oh God, like, I mean, I can't really go back to it. So then like now I'm just like stuck with my phone checking if I keep getting these notifications. I've turned on the notifications. They just keep coming on and on and on and on and on. And on top of that, you join one MUN. There are 20 participants, 50 participants. Each of them will send their school MUNs. And then like, just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And then like on top of that, there are like, I mean, I don't know, my school has been like so into like doing a lot of other programs as well. So like, because like as part of the council, like there's just a lot of duties there as well. So it's just like, I just have so many like webinars just piled up here and there, just like one on the other. And like, I can't afford to not look at them because like, just like yesterday, I was just like, honestly, I swear I don't want to look at any of them. I'm just so done. But then I'm forced to, because like it's all university stuff. It's like the career guidance. It's like other bunch of stuff as well. Like just after this one, at 6 o'clock, I have another webinar. Like I swear, it's like for my university application and stuff. 6 o'clock, I have another webinar. I mean, thank God I just checked my mail right before this, because I wanted to like. So like I got the WhatsApp messages. I was supposed to forward them to my mail so I can get into my laptop and just get the link and the details and the questions and all that. So like while forwarding, that's when I noticed, oh, I have another webinar at 6 o'clock today. Wow. Okay, so like it's just piling up, and like, I mean, in a way, some of them are pretty interesting, but some of them I'm just like, I don't even want to attend them. And then like on top of that, they come in, sometimes they clash with online classes.
Yeah.
And like that's where the trouble comes, because like I don't want to miss, like, I mean, see, I hate math, okay? I hate math, but I can't miss math. I mean, I like English, but I wouldn't mind missing English. I can't miss math because I need math classes. I need my teacher there to help me out. Otherwise, I'm gonna die for bored. So like it's more like we're forced to go sit into the classes we don't really want to sit into, and like it's just like all of those things keep adding up. Like he mentioned earlier, like it just keeps adding up. So like, I mean, some of them are interesting, some of them are not interesting, some of them are useful, some of them I genuinely needed, some of them I didn't really need them. So it's more like here, half and half, here and there.